I am so glad you are here. It is Energy Sunday in my world. I'm Liz from Vegas Books and Herbs in Minneapolis, and let's get into some energy work processes. Today's talk was inspired by Christopher Pensback's The Magic of Reiki. Let's let those Instagram folks in. Yay. And it reminded me, there's a section in this book about hand positions in Reiki. And it reminded me that I have some class notes from one of Takata's Reiki classes where she discussed hand positions. Now, for those of you who don't know, Takata brought Reiki to the US herself. There's a whole story behind it. Maybe we'll do it one day. But she discusses formal hand positions. And most energy systems, polarity, Reiki, most of them have formal places you're supposed to put your hands either over someone's body or on someone's body. The way Reiki is practiced for the most part, at least in my area of the United States, hands tend to be over people's bodies and not on them. But the hand positions remain the same. But it's energy work. Wouldn't it all go by how you feel in the moment? What would work for your best practice? Yes, it does. But the formal hand positions give you a framework to work off of. And this is true no matter what system you're using. In Reiki, it's very simple. It starts at the top and gradually works its way down the body. Other systems have more formal like shapes they're trying to create on the body and relating two different parts of the body to each other. And because of my training in those systems, I feel very free when I am doing Reiki to not only use those formal traditional hand positions, but to go where the feeling takes me. If I feel like I need to concentrate on someone's wrist, whether because it feels that way to me or someone's asked me to, then I'm going to spend extra time on their wrist, not a formal hand position. I might also relate that wrist work with maybe their shoulder and go up to their shoulder and try to help the energy in both locations. Nothing wrong with that, but does it follow those traditional hand positions? No, it does not. So don't think of yourself as, if you're practicing Reiki, as trapped by those hand positions, that you must follow those hand positions. Rather, think of them as the framework that all of your energy work comes out through. So you start with that framework, by all means, check in with those spots, but then let the energy and let the situation inform your final decisions. Even in Chinese acupuncture, there are Ai points, and Ai points are not traditional acupuncture points. They are points that just made sense to the acupuncturist to needle in that moment, possibly just because there was acute pain and it wasn't near any fragile structures of the body, like the lungs or the back of the head, where your nervous system is fairly concentrated and still accessible. But if it's happening in the middle of your arm, that might be really beneficial to you. Same is true with Reiki or any of these other energy healing modalities. So use the information. Absolutely. Just don't feel obligated to stay there. I absolutely have clients where I start with those traditional hand positions and I work my way through and I figure out where I'm going to concentrate on those positions. So I might then come back and work a great deal with their heart chakra if that's what feels appropriate. Is it basically one of the hand positions? Yes, it is. There's a hand position here in Reiki. But did I think of it because of Reiki? No, I checked in with it because of Reiki. I came back to it because of the feel of the energy there and the person's response to my working. Because people do respond to this energy work sometimes. You will find that you will be working on a particular area, your hands are over a particular part of the body, and they suddenly release a whole thing of, a whole big breath, like tension just left their system. I would stay there for a while. I'd stay with it just to be sure we've cleared what we need to clear in that area. Likewise, I have worked over people, say I'm working on a limb. In the case I'm thinking of, it's a leg, and I'm working on that particular limb and it jumps when I work on it. I'm hanging out there. I'm going to hang out there for a while, whether it's the leg, which does have formal traditional Reiki points that you want to check in with, or whether it's the arm. I'm going to go where the energy takes me. Think of the tradition as giving you the framework to allow you the freedom to explore beyond the framework. I think that's the best way to see it. Hopefully this helps y'all with your energy workings, no matter what modality, what tradition you're using. And on behalf of myself, Liz, and the rest of the crew here at Magus Books and Herbs in Minneapolis and online at magusbooks.com, we all look forward to seeing you here again, there, and helping you out as best we can. I wish you all a wonderful week. Blessed be. And we'll see you all real soon. Bye-bye.